Welcome to Chasing Curiosity TV. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. September 30th, 2025. News flashes. U.S. bombers from Guam conduct a freedom of navigation flight near contested South China Sea islands. This routine, yet powerful, show of force signals U.S. resolve and commitment to allies in the Indo-Pacific. Guam, a small island thousands of miles from the mainland, is the unblinking eye of America in a tense region. For the Philippines and Taiwan, Guam is more than a base. It's a lifeline and a strategic backstop against aggression. Every flight and ship from Guam reinforces the fragile balance of power that keeps the peace in this vital corridor. When Chinese vessels harass Filipino fishermen or breach Taiwan's airspace, Guam's presence is a crucial counterweight. Guam is the operational heart of America's forward strategy, where plans become action and commitments are made real. As bombers return under the tropical sky, the world is reminded, Guam is not just a piece on the chessboard, it's a powerful force shaping the entire game. For Manila and Taipei, the hum of activity on Guam is the sound of security, a reminder they are not alone. Guam is a small island with outsized strategic weight, the largest and southernmost of the Marianas. Just 210 square miles, it sits 1,500 miles east of the Philippines and 1,700 miles southeast of Taiwan, perfect for rapid military response. As a U.S. territory, Guam offers the military sovereign authority, no host nation restrictions, no risk of eviction, and no limits on weapons or personnel. This legal status allows for massive, permanent infrastructure, deep water ports, expansive airfields, and robust logistics. Unlike bases in Japan or South Korea, Guam's permanence is priceless for U.S. strategic planning. For the people of Guam, this means both pride and sacrifice. They serve at high rates, yet lack full political representation. They bear the burden of being on the front lines, a potential target, while navigating a unique political status. Guam's secure platform is essential for projecting power and stability in a turbulent region. Its integration into U.S. defense posture is deep, and its people's sacrifices are central to regional security. Guam's geography and status make it the linchpin of America's Indo-Pacific presence. The island's role is both strategic and symbolic, a testament to its enduring importance. Guam's greatest asset is the freedom to operate without foreign constraints. In allied nations, U.S. bases are limited by status of forces agreements. Host governments can restrict missions or even expel forces. On Guam, the U.S. military acts with full sovereignty, deploying bombers, submarines, and missile defenses without asking permission. This operational freedom means rapid, flexible response to crises, no diplomatic delays, no political red tape. For the Philippines and Taiwan, this guarantees that U.S. support from Guam is credible and immediate. Guam is also a testbed for new military technologies and doctrines, refining strategies for countering anti-access and area denial threats. Lessons learned here shape the future of U.S. military power in the region. Allies know that help from Guam won't be held up by politics, making it a true deterrent. This sovereign advantage is the backbone of America's ability to support its allies in a complex security environment. Guam's freedom of action is unmatched in the Indo-Pacific. It's the Pentagon's ace in the hole. Guam is a fortress, home to Andersen Air Force Base and Naval Base Guam. Together, Joint Region Marianas. Andersen hosts B-1, B-2, and B-52 bombers, fighter jets, tankers, and reconnaissance aircraft, projecting air power across the Pacific. Naval Base Guam is a forward home port for nuclear-powered submarines, enabling rapid deployment to critical sea lanes. The base's port facilities can service the largest U.S. Navy ships, including carriers and amphibious assault ships. Guam is also shielded by a THAAD missile defense battery, protecting against ballistic missile threats. This defensive shield is vital. Guam is named as a target by potential adversaries. The island's multi-domain capabilities, air, sea, and land, make it the tip of the American spear in the Indo-Pacific. Guam's military might allow the U.S. to respond to everything from humanitarian crises to full-scale conflict. For the Philippines and Taiwan, Guam's power is a constant reassurance of U.S. support. The island's readiness is a visible deterrent to aggression. Guam is the region's ultimate insurance policy. Its military presence is a stabilizing force in an unpredictable neighborhood. Guam stands ready, always. Guam's strategic value is tied to U.S. alliances, especially with the Philippines and Taiwan. The 1951 Mutual Defense Treaty with the Philippines commits both nations to mutual defense. Guam is the main hub for any U.S. response. From Guam, the U.S. can rapidly deploy air, naval, and ground forces to support the Philippines in a crisis. This rapid response gives the treaty real deterrent power. With Taiwan, the U.S. maintains robust unofficial ties under the Taiwan Relations Act, providing defensive support and deterring aggression. Guam is the logical base for any U.S. intervention in the Taiwan Strait. Its assets back up U.S. policy. For Taipei, Guam's buildup signals that the U.S. has both the means and the will to act. Guam is the operational heart of America's Indo-Pacific commitments. Guam's strategic role is rooted in history. Acquired by the U.S. in 1898, it became a key naval station. World War II underscored its value. Occupied by Japan, then liberated in 1944, Guam became a launch pad for the final air campaign against Japan. The island's airfields, especially Andersen, were crucial in ending the war. During the Cold War and Vietnam, Guam's importance only grew. B-52s flew thousands of sorties from its runways. After the U.S. left bases in the Philippines in the 1990s, Guam's value soared as the main U.S. stronghold in the Western Pacific. Today, joint exercises with allies keep Guam at the center of regional security planning. Lessons from past conflicts, resilient bases, forward presence, drive current strategy. Guam's legacy is one of resilience, sacrifice, and strategic power. Its history shapes the security of the entire Indo-Pacific. The island's enduring role is a testament to its importance. Guam remains the unsinkable aircraft carrier of the Pacific. China's rapid military rise has transformed the Indo-Pacific's strategic landscape. The PLA Navy is now the world's largest building carriers, destroyers, and submarines to challenge U.S. dominance. In the South China Sea, China militarizes artificial islands, intimidating neighbors like the Philippines and Vietnam. Around Taiwan, Chinese warplanes and exercises simulate invasion, ramping up pressure on the island's democracy. China's anti-access, area denial strategy targets U.S. bases, including Guam, with long-range missiles like the Guam Express. The goal: make U.S. intervention too costly. Guam's ability to operate under threat is critical to countering China and reassuring allies. The island's resilience is now more vital than ever. To counter China's missile threat, the U.S. is hardening Guam's defenses. A new 360-degree integrated air and missile defense system is in development, far more comprehensive than current THAAD batteries. This system will counter ballistic, cruise, hypersonic missiles, and drones, integrating Army and Navy assets for a layered shield. Forces and assets are being dispersed and hardened. Aircraft in shelters, infrastructure buried or duplicated. Civilian infrastructure is also being reinforced to sustain operations under attack. These measures ensure Guam can absorb a strike and keep projecting power. A resilient Guam is essential for supporting the Philippines and Taiwan in a crisis. The stronger Guam's shield, the stronger the regional deterrent. The U.S. is sending a clear message. Its forward presence is here to stay. Guam is the linchpin of U.S. Indo-Pacific defense, anchoring the second island chain. If frontline bases in Japan or the Philippines are hit, Guam becomes the main hub for U.S. response. Its distance from Asia makes it survivable. Its proximity allows rapid action. Guam is the anchor for projecting power, sustaining operations, and supporting allies like Taiwan and the Philippines. In a crisis, Guam is the main receiving point for reinforcements from Hawaii and the U.S. mainland. Its ports and airfields enable the flow of troops, equipment, and supplies to the front lines. Without Guam, U.S. ability to sustain conflict in the Western Pacific would be crippled. Guam is more than a dot on the map. It's the bedrock of American power in the region. Its unique location, sovereign status, and military infrastructure give the U.S. unmatched reach. For allies, Guam's readiness is a credible assurance of U.S. commitment. As the resilient anchor of the second island chain, Guam helps keep the Indo-Pacific free and open. The island's role is indispensable and growing.